Good morning. Vinyl Piper here. Chris in Los Angeles. I have got a new ad in the latest issue of the Record Collector News magazine. It's the one with the seeds on the cover. The ad is on page 4. These are records that I've been chasing for a long time, mostly rare psychedelic rock, but I do have a few heavy hitters from outside the region. I'm going to go through the list, show reissues or kind of fill-ins that I have for now, and play a track from most of these that I'm looking for. If you're in Den Bosch right now and you notice one of these records, please hit me up. I would very much appreciate it. Okay, the first record is called Grand Theft. This album came out in 1972. They're from Mercer Island, Seattle, in Seattle, Washington. It came out in 72. This is a 1988 reissue. You can't really, it's actually a bootleg. You can't find it. It came out on a small label, and it didn't even have a cover, so it looks like one of those 12-inch singles with the white cover. And in the Northwest, when people are digging, they find this record in with like the DJ copies. It was recording quadraphonic sound, so I'm very anxious to get a copy of this. Before and during and after this, they were in the Psych band called Bluebird, the Seattle Psych band called Bluebird that opened up for a lot of famous Psych bands that would play in Seattle. They've got a few different singles, but this is totally different. Lance at Permanent Records actually used one of their songs for his third acid trip. Scream, It's Eating Me Alive. So that is what I'm going to play. Track 1, Scream, It's Eating Me Alive by Grand Theft. Help me find this record.
It's eating me alive!
The next one is Easy Chair. I don't have a copy. I don't have a bootleg of this. This is one of the earliest and rarest Northwest Psych albums. There's only about 100 copies. Super hard to find. I wish I had a reissue. I'm going to play the song from Easy Chair. It's self-titled, 1968, and this song is called My Own Life. Okay, the next one is A New Dawn. The album's called There's a New Dawn. This came out in 1970 out of Portland, Oregon. Only about 500 of these were made, and this is super sought after record. The original was on Hoot Records. Jackpot Records did a reissue of this on like an orange, like 2023. Really nice. I'm going to play the title track, There's a New Dawn.
The New Dawn.
Catch the sun when it's rising, and it may be surprising what a new day can bring. Forget yesterday's
Brigade. Actually, they're the Brigade. Last Laugh. This one is another one from Portland, Oregon. This is probably the rarest psychedelic album out there. Came out in 1970 on Band and Vocal mobile recording service. This is a 2014 German reissue on Shaddix. This is a really good reissue. I really like the Shaddix reissues. I also have got a 1991 on Del Bow. Super expensive. There's a guy on Instagram who wants mid 4 digits for this, which has never even come close to that. So I won't be getting that one, but I'm hoping one day someone's going to find this record in Portland, Oregon. Brigade, Last Laugh. I'm going to play the track Self-Made God. This one is Salem, Mass. Witch Burning. This came out in 1971 in Caldwell, Idaho, which is really close to Spokane. This was recorded on a 2-track machine in a bar. Actually, they converted the bar into a studio. This is kind of like a cult classic proto-metal. It says on the cover, Ultimate U.S. Hard Psychedelic Proto-Prog Burner from 1971. There recently was an original at Amoeba Records in San Francisco, but I couldn't get up there to grab it. This is the 2020 Gerson reissue from Spain. I really love all those. The cover looks pretty satanic, and they've got a couple of weird tracks, but it's good. I like 3 tracks out of this album a lot. I'm going to play the title track, Witch Burning. This one's from Olympia, Washington. This is called Strange, and it's the title Souvenir album. The band is called Strange. And this came out in 1976 in Olympia. I guess they only pressed a couple hundred. This is kind of like psychedelic, loner folk, and experimental. You rarely see the originals appear for sale. I've seen it like twice, but it really wasn't high on my list, and now I definitely regret. This is another Shaddix reissue. Really cool reissue for sure, but I want the crappier sounding original for a lot of money. I'm going to play The Ballad of Hollis Spaceman. Top Drawer, Solid Oak. This is from 1972, recorded in Kentucky. Really, really cool, heavy guitar tone. It's got like a garage energy, some dark lyrics. Original copies are pretty expensive. I've only had the opportunity to buy one once, and I regret not buying that. This is the 2022 Gerson reissue. I really want this original one, even though this sounds great. I'm going to play Songs of a Sinner. Next one on my list is Aphrodite's Child. This came out in 72. I'm looking for the UK issue, original pressing of this. This is the US Vertigo from 1972, but I want the UK. I also have the alternate cover, which is right here, and this is on the Vertigo label, the Spaceship Vertigo label. This is a combination Vangelis and Demis Rosas, a double album based on the Book of Revelation. This is almost as prog as I get, but I love this, and I just can't find a clean original UK version of this, so high on my list. Okay, another heater, which I know is at Den Bosch right now. I did not really realize how expensive originals go for. This is Pussy and Pussy Plays. This came out in 1969 in the UK. Really, really cool cover. This is a 2020 reissue. A lot of good fuzz, kind of like fantasy type lyrics, early hard rock. This is a really, really good album. I'm going to play Come Back June. Okay, the next one is the Josephus, self-titled. Josephus came out in 1970 on Mainstream. This is sometimes referred to as Dead Man 2. Their original that they put out themselves, Dead Man, is a classic. I've shown this a few times. I've never seen this. This one, the white label promo, but this is counterfeit. So I've been looking for an original of this for a while. I think this came out in the 80s. Turns out just last week, I picked it up, so I don't need this. But I'll pass this one along. I'm going to play the song Bald Peach, which has some really cool guitar parts. Okay, last one isn't really Psych, but in junior high, this was one of my favorite bands, is Motley Crue, Stick to Your Guns, their original first 7-inch from 1981. It came out in Los Angeles. It was their very first release on Leather Records before Elektra got a hold of them and signed them and kind of changed their sound. There was only a few hundred pressings, and that single, you used to see it in LA a lot, but now you don't. It's pretty expensive. And since I don't have a reissue of the 7-inch, I do have my copy of Too Fast for Love, the original one, on leather pressing, black and white, on that leather label. This is Motley Crue at their best, in my opinion. This particular album, which I've ripped and put on the channel, is like a raw demo version of this album before Elektra re-recorded it in a professional, polished way. And the one song on here that didn't make it to the Elektra pressing, which I think you can see up there, if you didn't make it on the Elektra pressing, is Stick to Your Guns, and that's the single that I'm looking for. that's it. That is everything that I'm looking for in my ad for this latest issue of Record Collector News. If you spot anything at Den Bosch or anywhere at your local, please reach out. You can email me at info@vinylpiper.com or message me at Instagram at vinylpiper. I would love a message saying someone's got one for sale. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.